We have TJ and Mason after the loss to the Chicago Bears in Week 12.
And were converted or either converted from second and long. So, same story, man. Got to get off the field.
What kind of adjustments did they make in the second half?
I just thought they were able to move the ball efficiently. Obviously, the one drive that sticks out is the one where they ran the ball significantly the whole drive all the way down. Punched it in, I think, at the 1 or 2 yard line. So drives like that can't happen, especially in moments where you know they're going to run the football. They're loading up in big personnel groupings and continuing to run the football and then pull the bang 8. Need to get pressure to help those guys in the back end.
TJ, you guys pride yourself on making those stops after turnovers, but they got 14 points off that today. Is that kind of the difference in what you see?
Absolutely. That's definitely a point of emphasis to be able to help our offense and create those, to limit them to 3 points or no points or create turnovers. And anytime you're not able to do that, you're not able to support your offense, it's not a good recipe.
It was a game with a lot of big shifts in momentum. Talked about those quick changes. Do you feel like you guys handled that emotionally in the moment well enough?
I mean, it didn't result in good enough play, so I don't know about the emotions, but we need to play better.
You guys go up 21-14, they get a field goal before the half. It just seemed like you guys are a little bit off in those situations this year where not a lot of time left on the clock, but teams are able to take the ball down the field on you guys.
I agree completely. It's not acceptable.
TJ, what did you see on that play when you sacked Caleb in the end zone?
Just trying to make a play. We knew that he was going to try to escape to the B gaps. Really tough quarterback to get down, just trying to make a play.
I know there's obviously a lot of frustration about how the game ended, but that play in particular, you pass your brother, what did that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
I'll think about it later.
TJ, with the Ravens winning today, the division is getting pretty tight. Does it feel like your margin for error is starting to get slimmer?
The margin for error is slim every week. It's the National Football League. We have a lot of things that need to be fixed quickly, and we need to be playing our best football at this stretch of the season, and we need to get better and get better quick.
Anything else? All right, thanks.
Yeah, he's pissed.
You good, everybody? All right.
There were several momentum flows in that game. You guys had it early first half, they had one in the second. Did you get the ball back in a minute and a half? What was your thought process then?
Yeah, I think at that point you just got to put all the ebbs and flows of the game behind you and look ahead, and credit to our defense for getting us the ball back, time on the clock, and giving us a chance to win it.
Mason, when did you find out that you'd be starting today?
Yesterday.
And what have the last, 24, 48 hours been like for you preparing to step into this spot?
Yeah, I think I've got plenty of experience in this role. Finding out at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week, in the middle of the week, when you're playing. And so I felt, that's the role of the backup quarterback. You got to be ready whenever your number's called, and I felt ready today.
Mason, where did you guys need to get to there for Boz, and what did you have in mind to get there?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, anywhere around the 40-yard line, he's pretty darn good, so even north of the 40, but yeah, I think started out with a couple nice completions, and credit to them. They made some nice plays. They played some tight man coverage, and heated us up there at the end, and was able to bat the pass away. So they played a good game, and credit to the defense.
Mason, does that include with a couple of those tip passes? Do you just credit them, or do you look at it like, I should have done this and that?
No, I think you got to credit them. I think that's something that's, I know we teach it with Cam's made a career out of obviously a lot of other things, but he's one of the best at the tip of the ball, and it's a game changer if you can do that and give your guys in the back end a breather.
Mason, you did some good things today, but how do you feel like the turnovers maybe shaped the outcome?
Yeah, I think, I think, just trying to give DK a 50-50 shot there to start the game. I will do that every time I get the opportunity because he's such a great player and comes down with a lot of those. So, and then I think on the play action into boundary, on the sack fumble, they did a good job of, peeling off the left tackle to go and rob that check down, which I was about to throw, and I saw that, and kind of recocked it, and that's when I got hit. So they covered the play well, and I just got to do a better job of protecting the ball.
How do you feel like you settled in after that interception? I mean, what can you say about the way that you and the offense rebounded for that second drive?
Yeah, I think the second drive was 20 plays or so. So super proud of the way we all responded, and it's never how you want to start a game. But,
One team was efficient.
To go put
one
7
team
on the
was
board there
explosive.
after that was good to see.
Mason, what did they do, or what did you guys do for most of the third, especially coming out of half?
Yeah, I think they stopped the run pretty well in that third quarter, and I don't know. We just, for whatever reason, we couldn't get it rolling the way we were in the first half, especially in the second quarter. And but that happens at times, and you got to fight back. And I was proud of the way we came and put the ball in the end zone there to give us a chance to cut it to a 3-point game in the fourth.
What kind of feedback or resource was Aaron on the sideline during the game?
He didn't. I think he knows this in my first time doing this, so he wasn't blowing up he wasn't talking my ear off, but he provided some support and some extra set of veteran awesome eyes from the sidelines.
You're obviously close to being in the same quarterback room, but just what was his demeanor like once he found out that he wasn't going to be playing today?
Supportive of me and supportive of the offense. So.
Mason, you continue to get a lot of big plays from Kenny Gainwell. And was that 54-yard run? Was that kind of a bread and butter play? Is it something you use much or no?
It was just a wrinkle. It was a wrinkle that we added, and he did a great job of executing it. And then one play later, put it in the end zone.
You guys use a lot of wrinkles. You use Kenny out of the Wildcat. Was that thing you just put in for this game, or is that something you've been building for a while?
I don't know if it was. I think we've done that a couple times this year, but he's good at it, and he's got a good feel for zone read, and it kind of fit this week's game plan.
Mason, you guys once had a pretty big lead in the division and now tied. What's the talk or mindset with this group now heading down the stretch?
Yeah, I think there's never been panic here. We've been Pittsburgh Steeler long enough to know we've been behind, down in the division, and up, and it's a natural ebb and flow of the season, and I'm very confident in our guys to keep fighting and end up on top.
So is this the time of the season when you kind of draw on your past experience, being in just about every different position, being down and out, whatever it is, to make this final push?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of great leaders in the locker room on both sides, and I know we got the right stuff to steady the ship and bounce back next week.
Good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So when I said, one team was efficient, one team was explosive, those teams did not really have the other, right? The Steelers were efficient but not explosive. The Bears were explosive but struggled to be efficient. So, it's like one is a 20-play drive and a 17-play drive, and it was this and it was that. It's like, okay, yeah, great. You talk about, if you get 4 yards every single play, right? 4 yards. Then you'll just keep getting first down. It'll keep happening as you just go down the field at 4 yards per. But that means if you start at the 20-yard line, that's 80 yards. That's 20 plays. So, I mean, yeah, you're being efficient, but you're not, you shouldn't, not every drive should be 17 plays, 20 plays, and take up 7-8 minutes of game clock. It should really be 10, somewhere to 10 to 15 maybe at the most. Took 6 minutes off the clock. instead of 4 yards of play, maybe you were 6 yards of play, 7 yards of play on that drive. I just, and I'm going to double check my calendar here just because, yep, sure is. Someone said the Steelers did not complete a single pass of 20 air yards or more in the month of November. And I thought about it and I'm like, isn't Sunday, November 30th, when we're supposed to take on the Buffalo Bills? So in theory, we still have one more game to try to do it. Check the calendar. Sure is. So, even if we get 1 or 2, that's still not good. If you can get 1 or 2 a game, yay, that's better. So let's hear what the players had to say in the locker room. It looks like it's Pat Freiermuth, Nick Herbig, Kenneth Gainwell, and Jonnu Smith, I would say. Let's see.
Just didn't execute.
Yep, Jonnu.
It's a number of things. Got to go back and take a look at this film. But it's got to go back and take a look at this film, man. But we definitely didn't, play our standard by any means.
How was Mason out there today for you guys?
The Mason was good, man. Just unfortunately, you can't win this game with one guy. He came in there and continue to put us in a position to win. We had a chance to, go down and win a game at the end, and that's all you can ask, and that's what he did. And unfortunately, we just came up short.
Nick, why do you think you guys haven't put it together yet?
I wish I had an answer for you. We got all the talent. We got good coaches. We got good players. We just gotta win games, man. That's all it is. That's what the NFL's about, is winning, regardless of what goes on throughout the week, regardless of who's playing, who's not playing. We gotta, end of the day, we gotta win.
Did they do something really different in the second half there? Scoring, I think you guys were outscored 17-7 there.
We gotta watch film and look at it. But right now, we just gotta regroup and come back stronger next week.
You talked about the frustrations. How frustrating has it been? I know it's a long season, but you got to look at the last 6 games. You guys are, 2-4?
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You can't live in the past. It's the NFL. Any given Sunday, all we can do is look forward and finish the season strong.
How did it feel trying to get in the flow with him? Just obviously he played a little bit last week, but full game with him again. How do you think the process went?
The process was smooth in the huddle. Get lined up other than that 2-minute. But operation was smooth with him.
How was his demeanor kind of that last drive there?
It was great. It was what you wanted from a quarterback. Just, we went in there expecting to win the game. The defense got us another opportunity, and we just got to execute better.
Obviously, the plan was in flux this week. When did you guys find out as an offense what you were going to be doing at quarterback?
We worked with both throughout the week, so we were comfortable with whoever went, and that was up to Mike T and their decision. But we're comfortable with whoever played, and they both worked this week, and we got a lot of rest with them both.
And how frustrating has it been? I know it's a long season, but the last 6 games, you guys are 2-4, and seem to be. It's been kind of like a roller coaster ride kind of thing.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, we got to take it one game at a time, and just come back the next week and work hard as we did the previous week. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, we just got to come back to work and continue to try to get a win on the board.
I know Mason took most of the first team reps this week, but how long did it take you guys kind of get in the flow with him in game?
We were ready from the beginning of the game. Mason practiced all week. At the same time, we had to execute no matter who was in the game.
They just seem defeated to anyone else. They're either really pissed off or defeated. And it could be a, man, we really thought we were going to win this game. Or I don't know if they're pissed off with how they played. I couldn't tell you. I'm just getting some kind of vibe off of them that I am not liking. Usually when they're pissed off, like, I can tell and I like it. It's like, okay, yes, be pissed off. This is different. It almost feels different. I don't know. Well, if you guys did enjoy this, please do leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.